out the jibber jabber. Don't be babbling like a fool. Say what you got to say. That's all. Then shut your dang pie hole.
Love Mr. T. That dude is awesome. Folks, fireworks, fireworks, look out. Ukraine, Russia, bad. Everything is bad, bad, bad. They're selling it. Why are they selling it? And, well, what am I selling? Well, I'll be very honest with you. I'm selling freedom. And since it's not available for sale, I guess I have to sell preps. Go to thepreparedmind.club, right? Join us at Patreon, because we're going to talk about the things that are going on. It looks like the mainstream media, folks, and indeed the American people, are tired. We're sick of it. We're weary over war. It's hard for me to remember a time in my life when there wasn't the threat of, or the imminent need for, or the involved action of our nation in war. But then we've got now Ukraine. Ukraine, it represents an existential threat to Europe. So Americans, you must care. Women and children have been killed in Ukraine. So Americans, you must care. And it's not that Americans don't care, but we grow weary of things, do we not? And folks, we are all realizing and understanding the news coming out of Ukraine. It's hard to want to support a war when, well, the supposed good guys are losing, getting their butts kicked. Right? The war is not going the way the mainstream media was reporting it. It's certainly not going the way the Davos douches and the politicians want it to. We were promised that Russia would get its ass kicked, that Russia would be punished. Punish all Russians, right? We were promised that these sanctions would hurt them. Instead, they're hurting us. They're hurting the United States, people, and people of the world, right? Now, how can Americans focus on this war in Ukraine that they don't understand? The fireworks we're seeing there, in many cases, is video game footage. Now, it's realistic video game footage. And as a consequence, even Barry McCaffrey, former U.S. general, was fooled by it. What a dumbass. I guess he needs to focus and not just get excited about the fireworks. The fireworks of what were we hearing about? The ghost of Kiev, some amazing pilot that's shooting everyone down like the Red Baron. No, it was all lies and bullshit. Right? Yes, Russians are dying and they're pissed off. But folks, Ukraine is full of Russians already that were living there. There shouldn't be a surprise here. Right? But how can Americans stay focused on a war that they don't understand? See, when I look around, Americans don't seem to understand that Ukraine is full of Russians and always has been. That there are indeed separate cultures, subculture, if you will, different cultural ethnicities, even though they're all white, right? Not to mention the inclusion of Nazis in there, neo-Nazi warlords. Yeah, Ukraine is a confusing place. So how can they, the powers that be, and the mainstream media expect Americans to focus when our problems here in the United States of America are growing from bad to worse? Now, distractions by definition are a temporary mental phenomena that comes and goes quickly, folks. And so they're going to create global-sized distractions. Well, those are expensive. And they still don't have a permanent effect. They don't have a permanent effect, right? If you're hungry and you hear a loud bang, right, in your neighborhood, well, that's going to distract you from your hunger for just a few seconds. Right? If you're scared to death and someone cracks a joke and you find humor in it, you're going to laugh. It's going to distract you from your worry or your fear or whatever's going on, but it's a distraction. They're temporary by definition. So they don't have solutions for us, the powers that be, and our problems here in America. So expect more attempts at distractions. Expect, though, also Americans to care less and less as their worries and concern is going to be, well, what's in their gas tank? What's in their pantry shelves? Am I going to make it through the next couple of months? What are my prospects for a satisfying life in the next coming years. Well, if people focus on that, there's going to be some mental fireworks going off. Shit going, there goes that idea. There goes that idea. Now, in Europe, it's being reported, folks, that they're going to see some truly horrific things. Am I talking about military invasions, fireworks, stuff, distractions, big time things that the mainstream media and government loves? No. Europeans are now focusing on their electricity bills. And I read this article and I thought, that's not a problem, right? Their bills in Europe could jump to 4.5% of their disposable income in 2023. Folks, disposable income is what you have left after you pay all your bills, right? So they don't seem to quite have the language down coming out of Europe. It could be that it's going to represent 4.5% of their entire take-home pay. That's a little bigger, or rather a little smaller. No, I don't think that's what this is. I think it's, 4.5%. Folks, if you're making $4,000 and your gas, electricity bills are $400, that's 10% of your gross, right? Your take-home pay. Well, if you're making $4,000, which means you're making $50,000 a year, you're making $4,000, right? And you have to pay taxes out of that in all forms, state, federal, sales, whatever tax, property tax, insurance, registration. By the time you get done, folks, you don't have much disposable income. That's the problem. Disposable income is after all your bills are paid, what's left? It's more like after people are going to pay their gas and electricity bills, you're only going to have 4.5% left. Right? That's vacation, Christmas money. I mean, people are not saving money and investing money in Wall Street. Yeah, that's looking real good too. It's getting truly horrific because we can't get the truth out of the governments, the media. They're fake wars and fake distractions and bullshit, all in place to enrich them. I mean, they're real missiles. There's real fireworks going off in Ukraine and all over the place. It's real. People are really dying. People are really suffering. Women and children, and men too, and military too, and volunteers also. But in America, we can't seem to provide enough baby formula to feed our own babies. Food. Should we really be focused on continuing to financially reward a puppet government? Unbelievable, folks. I listened to some great reporting, got some news. Russia, right? The news is not good. The reporting was good. Russia is taking eastern and southern Ukraine. They're winning it. They're freeing those territories. And then those territories have a right to live how they want, form their own governments. In other words, there was a separatist movement that is now being enforced. But sadly, for the rest of Ukraine, those are the areas that are most productive, either in farming or mining and production. The thieves that are making money off of that country, they've got problems, folks. But it's all going to end up just going away. But what will remain is Russia will remain an enemy of Europe, America, Russia, and their allies. So that includes China, and now India, and Saudi Arabia, and the Middle East, OPEC countries. And other countries are going to join. They're going to pick sides, folks. This is going to be horrific. And the fireworks are going to be in our bank accounts, in our wallets, at our jobs, as little micro explosions just destroy our wealth here. So think, work hard, get prepared. Oh my, right? It's hard to worry about someone around the world when we can't get real news and we can't understand what the war is really about. And that's what we do here. And that's why I thank you for coming to Patreon. I thank you for coming to YouTube even. Spread the word, spread the news, share. We need to be informed about this. You need food, water, shelter, clothing, medicine, means of self-defense. You need those things because it's going to get nasty here. It's going to be truly horrific when we get rolling blackouts, serious food shortages. Serious food shortages, folks, and massive inflation. It's not contained. They're going to tell us it's contained. They're going to pretend it's contained. It's not contained. In fact, the president said, we're going through an energy transition. That's right, folks. We're transitioning, not as individuals and our genders, but our nation, from oil to carbon-free energy, renewable energy, clean energy, whatever they want to call it, green energy. We're transitioning to that. So get ready for it, folks. Get prepared here. Get prepared in your bunker, your house, your home. Get buckled up. It's going to get nasty. Chance favors the prepared mind is yours. Godspeed to all, and I'll see you next at the Q&A. Question and answer monologue in the afternoon. Semper Fi. And God bless America. We're going to need all the help we can get at home.